Hey everyone, today I have a quick 10-minute core burner for you, and the only prop that you will need are a pair of hand weights. Doesn't matter what size they are. So go ahead and grab those hand weights and we will get started right away. I do not have a warm-up for this video, so if you need a warm-up, make sure that you do one before. Fingertips go behind, your chest will be pulled in, so the ribs are closed, the belly button's pulling back, knees go to 90 degrees. Extend the legs out straight and start to beat the legs right over left, left over right, beating them back and forth. Extend the legs as much as you can, pull the ribs together, and really try to pull the belly button back to the spine so there's no arching in the lower back. Keep going, I know it's getting hard. Now we'll bend the knees in and extend the legs out. Pull the knees into the chest, extend, keeping that hollow body in the front. So as you go down, make sure that you're not arching in your lower back. You should be feeling this in your belly, on the front of your body, and also into your hip flexors. And now we'll stay at 90 degrees. We'll open the legs, tap the toes to the floor, and then close them back together to 90 degrees. Open and close. Open and close. Keep pulling that belly button down. Make the body really have to work so your core is fired up, it's engaged, and it's working. Keep going. Take a little breather. You've earned a rest. We'll go back into that same position, hollow body, and we will go back to those beating of the legs, right over left, left over right, keeping the knees as extended as possible, keeping the chest from collapsing. So you're really pulling the belly button in, pulling the ribs down, and take another breather. Great job. We will move down, so we'll drop down all the way to our elbows. Keep that hollow body in the front. Extend the legs up, and one leg will go down. We'll do 2 pulses, and we'll switch. Lengthen the legs. Doesn't matter if the knees get all the way straight, just work towards the straightest you can get and stretch through your toes. That'll help to lengthen out your line. Again, the belly needs to be engaged, so pull that belly button down and pull those ribs together and down towards your hips. So the back is nice and flat rather than arching and letting your ribs splay. Take a little breather, come up. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through your spine. Take a big breath. And we'll move into our next set, which is using the weights. So we will come all the way onto our backs. We'll extend our arms over our head and we'll put our hands underneath our weights. Those weights are just to help weight the upper body. Extend the legs out long, point your toes, pull your belly button down and in so your back stays flat as possible onto the mat. Lift the legs up over as high as you can get to 90 or less, and then lower down. If you find that you can't lower the legs down without allowing your back to arch, don't lower the legs as low. So go as far as you can without losing the line of your body. We'll bend the knees into the chest and we'll rock the hips up and then extend the legs out. Knees to chest, use the lower belly to lift the hips and extend the legs. Again, knees to chest, lift the hips, lower and extend. Knees in, lift, lower and extend. Knees go in, they lift up, hips go down, legs go out. Knees in, lift the legs straight up over your head, point your toes, and then try to lift your hips using that lower belly to get the hips up and then lower down. It might not even lift off your mat when you first start, but really try to engage the lower belly, even if you're not moving, but you're feeling that engagement in the lower belly right by your pelvis. That's what we want. Take your legs all the way over your head and then slowly, piece by piece, very, very slowly lower your back all the way down to the mat. Again, legs go up and over. Now keeping the hips creased towards your belly, slowly lower, starting from your upper back to your middle back, all the way down to your lower back and the hips are the last thing to come down. Legs go up and over the head. Slowly lower the back down while you keep the crease in your hips. Don't worry so much if the legs are absolutely straight. Try to find the belly doing the work and the compression from the hip joint to the belly. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a breather. You can rock side to side if that feels good. Stretch that out and let yourself relax for a minute. Not too long, but just for a minute. All right, take another second. We're going to move on. This one's a little bit tricky coordination-wise, so just do your best. Extend the arms over your head. Lift your head and chest off the mat. Legs will come up to 90 degrees. Legs will open to a V. You'll lift your chest higher. Your legs will meet your arms. You'll squeeze back to the V, and then legs will come together. V, body up, legs to body, back to your V, and close. Lift to the V, squeeze the body up higher, lift the legs to the arms, back to the V, close the legs. V, upper body, lower body, V, and close. And open to the V, upper body, lower body, V, and close. And one more, here we go. Open, lift, touch, back to the V, close it out. Extend your arms down, bend your knees, and then wrap your arms around your knees. Give them a nice hug. Take a breath. That's really tricky to do. Good job. We will move back to our weights. Hands will extend under the weights. Legs will go out long. Point your toes. Pull the ribs in and your lower body down, making that nice long line. Legs lift up 90 degrees. Then they're going to open to the V. They'll come all the way down and come together at the bottom and lift back up with the legs together. Legs open out. They circle down and close and lift. Again, if you can't go as far of range of motion while maintaining that line through your spine where you're pressing down, don't go as low when you lower the legs. Let's reverse directions now. So the legs will come down together, they'll open to a V, and then they'll close over top. Extend the toes, lengthen the legs, use your belly. Try not to let your back get so involved. I got caught in my curtains here. Keep going. Legs overhead, take a breather. Really try to push that lower back down into the mat so you can find the belly having to engage and support your lower back. Lift your upper back, stretch your hands, try to touch your toes. Lower down, lift, up, try to touch, and release. Lift the upper back, try to touch those toes, and lower back down with control. Lift and touch, lower, down. Lift and lower. Keep going up and down. Really trying to engage the front of your body to pull it up towards your toes. Again, if the knees need to bend the knees. This is about working your center here. Lift and lower down. Bend the knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself you're doing a great job. You've made it this far. Calm your breathing down. Calm your mind down. Let everything relax down onto your mat. Come into a happy baby or open your legs out to take a hold of the outside of your feet. Allow your knees to bend. And if it feels good, you can rock side to side, massaging out your lower back. You can play with straightening your legs and pulling them up overhead. And then rock yourself up to a seated position. Come down, drop your hips down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest and pull your belly button up. So now we're taking a reverse stretch, getting a stretch through our bellies in this up dog position. Tailbone will pull back. Find your child's pose. and great work. There's no more that you need to do today. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more to come.